Hello everyone, we're going to share about this selected foodborne pathogen, which is norovirus. Introducing group members. I am here to explain about norovirus. What is norovirus? Norovirus, or also known as Norwalk virus, is named after the first outbreak in Norwalk, Ohio. It is also known as small round structured viruses, SRSVs, and it is a leading cause of the epidemic acute gastroenteritis. Let's know more about the norovirus family, shall we? It belongs to the family of Calliciviridae. We can classify them to 10 different genogroups from GI until GX. Norovirus also contain 48 genotypes. For your information, GII4 is the genotype variant that is the most common cause of norovirus illnesses worldwide. What about its characteristics? Norovirus is a single-stranded and have non-enveloped RNA. The linear RNA genomes contain 3 open reading frames, ORF. The first frame, ORF1, encodes large polyprotein. Then, the large polyprotein will be cleaved by a viral protease into 6 parts of non-structural protein, including the viral polymerase. Did you know where norovirus come from? Norovirus are highly contagious and shed in the feces of infected humans and animals. There are a few conditions for you to be at high risk of being infected with norovirus. The first condition is eating and drinking a contaminated food. The virus from the food will enter the body when eating or drinking. Next, you have high risk to be infected when close contact with an infected person. For example, having a close conversation, shake hand and did not keep distance with person who infected with norovirus. In addition, if you're eating in a place where the food is handled improperly, you may have possibility to infected with norovirus. Places at high risk for norovirus infection is including child care center, living in close quarters, staying in hotel, resort or cruise ships, and at crowded places. We move on to the next part. What are the symptoms of norovirus? Before we move on, do you ever suffer from the stomach flu or a stomach bug? If yes, it is probably norovirus. The reason is because norovirus infects the stomach and intestines, causing inflammation. This is called acute gastroenteritis. Some of the most common symptoms of norovirus are diarrhea, vomiting, nausea, and stomach pain. There are also other symptoms of norovirus, including fever, headache, and body aches. If you have norovirus, dehydration can occur as a result of vomit or have diarrhea for several times each day. If you dehydrated, some of the symptoms are decrease in urination, dry mouth and throat, as well as feeling dizzy when standing up. After being exposed to norovirus, symptoms generally appear 12 to 48 hours later. The majority of persons who contract the norovirus recover in 1 to 3 days. Dehydrated children may cry seldom or not at all, as well as be excessively sleepy or cranky. Did you know how to prevent norovirus? Norovirus can be prevented by practicing proper hand hygiene. We should wash hand thoroughly with soap and water before eating and handling food, especially after using the toilet or changing diapers. Second is by preparing and handling food safety. We should carefully wash fruits and vegetables before preparing and eating them. Keep sick people away from where food is handled and cook shellfish thoroughly before eating them. The next one is by cleaning and disinfect surfaces. After someone vomits or has diarrhea, immediately clean and disinfect while wearing a disposable glove. Besides, regularly clean and sanitize kitchen surfaces and kitchen utensils before preparing food. The last prevention is do not prepare food or care for others when we are sick. This also applies to sick workers in restaurants, schools, daycares, long-term care facilities, and other places where they may expose people to norovirus. So, what is the treatment for norovirus? Basically, there is no specific medicine to treat people with norovirus illness. But people with norovirus should drink plenty of water to prevent dehydration and replace the fluid lost during vomiting and diarrhea. Foodborne norovirus infection outbreaks are caused by handler directly contaminating food with norovirus just before it is consumed. They can survive in both hot and cold conditions and are resistant to a variety of disinfectants. Despite this, proper food handling and food hygiene is the most effective technique to prevent the spread of this foodborne pathogen. Now, let's challenge yourself by answering following question in the comment section below. Thank you for watching.